Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shona Craig, a physical therapist from Therapy Solutions, and this is our follow-up video to the deep resting squat, which got a lot of attention lately, and I'll leave the link to the video in the description below. The original video was showing different modifications for the deep resting squat. Now, I got a question about somebody having difficulty in that they have to maintain their back against the wall, and it's very difficult for them to come to the center of room and do this position. So my first thought about that is, well, probably many people have this restriction where it's hard for them to get here. And the next thought was it's very hard to make recommendations for this. It might be time to see a specialist if you've been working on this for a long time and are still having to do something like keep your back against the wall. But then my boss and I were thinking, Sarah and I were thinking, what does it take for your body to get into this position? So many things could be restricted, preventing you from getting here. And that is, you need a lot of ankle motion, calf mobility. You need to be able to relax your feet and keep the arches lifted. You need knee flexion mobility, obviously hip flexion and abduction, and some external rotation mobility here. You also need a lot of spine mobility. So your low back has to have a lot of movement here, and also your upper back, your thoracic spine, needs to be able to extend. So that's a lot. So I just want to show you a quick variation that might help you move away from the wall. So I'm going to bring you up a little closer, and I'd like you to grab a block and practice this with me. So say you're at the wall here in your deep resting squat. So here, this doesn't require as much spine mobility. So what I'd like you to try is place a block behind your back. Maybe you can start small. There. So that forces you to lift your chest and extend your thoracic spine. And maybe your work is here for a while until eventually you can do a little bit more block to lift your spine a bit more, move away from the wall a little bit more, until eventually you can remove that block and just lift your spine like this. You really need that lean forward and lift up the thoracic spine. So hopefully that helps, and we'll do some more follow-up videos about this pose because there's a lot to it. Thank you. Bye.